moose is stupid moose. Remind me to stay out. The good news is whoever up on the right rear is a problem all year. No rear grip. What the Just so I know, you put your in the right rear tire. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Half pound the record. That was fabulous. Simple.
That was 9.
That was I was about to
Were you
say.
counting?
You counted.
I wanted to do a spin on how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood, but with Kurt in the F word.
How much Kurt could have Kurt?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, that was a lot.
That's
Yeah.
a lot.
I like how McCall is just like,
Yeah.
half pound in the right rear.
Yep.
10-4.
10-4.
Yep. Gotcha.
Hey, it's, he's loose.
It's a hot, slick day.
It was hot, man.
Yeah.
It was hot.
It
I know
was.
You were out there.
Yeah.
Jim had a vacation.
I had sweaty shins. It was that hot.
Shins.
I did
yes.
have the weekend off, thankfully.
Shins were sweating. It was
Okay.
hot all weekend.
Yeah.
Like we never got a break.
No.
Really, New Hampshire?
Oh, yeah.
You didn't have like a nice
yeah.
breeze off the
No.
ocean?
It was a nice hot breeze.
Like a-
yeah.
Even when the
cat fart?
even when a
Yeah.
breeze would come through, it was hot.
Yeah.
That's the worst.
It was like someone was just farting.
We did a one-on-one interview with Ryan Priest, and like maybe 10 minutes long, maybe. And we were outside for that 10 minutes, and like just not even moving, just sweating through like sleeves. Just
Ooh.
yeah, it was hot. There were during the Xfinity race, all of the fans that were there were huddled underneath the tower, like a bunch of cattle.
It's been so long since I've been to
Get in
New
the shade.
Hampshire.
Yeah, they were like,
Yeah.
I don't doubt them.
Yeah.
I felt bad for the fans. Maybe a little bit more than us.
But they got
sitting in the sun. You know?
they got a good show Sunday.
Yeah, it was a good
They
finish.
did.
Yeah, it was a good finish.
It was a great finish. I had
hopefully
so
people
much
enjoyed it.
anxiety watching that last lap.
Yeah.
I wasn't even cheering for either of the guys.
Just like,
I was like, ah.
Yeah.
Part of me did want to see Denny keep Harvick winless still.
why?
I don't know.
Not a
Just
Kevin
for the
Harvick fan?
No,
Breaking.
I wasn't
Breaking
cheering.
news.
I wasn't cheering for or against either of them. It just would have been very dramatic
If the four didn't win.
if the four still hadn't won again.
Yeah.
Because they had this sort of snake bit thing going on where they hadn't won.
Yeah.
They were in position and then
I didn't. I
That's the way it
was.
goes.
I was a little
Yeah.
nervous with the gamble of no tires, but good
Turned
job.
out to be the right call.
Good job,
Didn't it?
Rodney.
Didn't it?
It
That's why
did.
Rodney gets paid the big bucks. But
yeah.
Yes, it was warm.
Yeah.
And they wrecked a lot of modifieds. Did you watch the modified
I
race?
did watch the mighty modifieds.
One broke the damn wall.
The ground pounders.
They wrecked a lot of things in general over the weekend. A lot of people in Cup practice wrecked.
Yeah, that
There
was
were like
weird.
4 cars at
Yeah.
least.
Yeah.
Well, 5 if you count Bowman twice.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was
I think 5. I don't know. It was Denny, Bowman.
There were 5 cars that had to go to the rear. Denny, Bowman, Newman,
Byron.
Larson, Byron.
Yeah. Oh, maybe more. It was a
Denny,
lot.
Bowman, Larson, Byron,
Newman.
5.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of backups.
And I liked the not really panic, but the intrigue that everyone in the TV compound when they pulled the 48 off the hauler. And it was kind of like so wait, they're going to make the 48, the 88, and they changed it.
Magic.
Like that blew people's minds.
What else did they think they were going to do?
I was like, yeah.
They've done, they've
Drive a car
done-
16
honestly,
hours
though,
up?
No.
That's only probably happened like once in the last 5 years that I remember, where
Yeah,
they had to
it's
go
very
to
rare.
somebody else's backup.
Yeah, teammates backup.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe it was CGR or something. I don't remember though. Anyway,
I did
It's rare.
like Jimmy's tweet about teaching his children that sharing is caring, and that
Sure.
applies to his track children as well.
Yeah.
So-
So what if
this is
Jimmy
my
would have
question.
wrecked his car in practice?
I
He's like,
know.
I need that back.
I can has this.
I wondered the same thing.
I guess
Can I
he'd
get
Chase.
this back?
take the
Chase,
nines, I
take
guess.
They would take
Yeah.
the 9s because William had to go to a backup
Yeah.
too. The
Yeah.
only car left in
Yeah.
the brigade was the 9 backup.
Yeah.
If anything else had happened.
Yeah.
But if you're Jimmy, and like Bowman had a pretty good run in that
He had a better
backup.
run than Jimmy.
I know. So
Oh,
like
Jimmy
if you're
broke.
Jimmy, it's like, well, shit, man, maybe I should have wrecked my primary and gone to the backup.
Jimmy broke, I think.
He did.
Jimmy had a problem.
Yeah, but I'm saying if that had
Problem.
happened in practice,
Yeah.
then he would have
Yeah.
gone to the
Yeah.
backup, which was faster, or not necessarily faster, but like
Mm-hmm.
Didn't break.
survived the race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you have been pissed if your teammate won the race in your backup car.
Oh yeah, I'd be so pissed.
Do you say that's my win? That's
I get half.
That's my car.
I get half that win. At least pay me some. Yeah, I would definitely have been PO'd, man. I should have wrecked my primary sooner.
At what point does a team owner say, "You don't get any more"? Let's say that Bowman wrecked another one, like it was earlier, and so he wrecked that Jimmy one. Then do they go to chase it? Like, at what point does a team owner say, "You know what? You're being benched this weekend. You're on like your fourth car."
That ain't gonna happen, honestly. Well, with the Bowman thing, like the qualifying one wasn't his fault.
Yeah.
With the drive shaft coming apart, and then he, got in the wall in practice. So really, he only, wrecked one.
One.
One wasn't the other one wasn't his fault. So I remember, I think John West Townley wrecked 4 cars in a weekend.
Yeah.
He was running trucks and Xfinity, wrecked both of them in practice, and then went out and wrecked in the race too. And it's like
It's a lot of money.
Was
That's
that
a lot of chicken?
That was at Bristol, I think.
Was it Bristol?
Yeah.
Trying to think. I remember one of those times that he just capped John.
A lot of chicken he has. So
Yeah.
that one.
I wonder what John West Townley is up to these
don't know,
days.
man.
Slinging chicken.
I love Zaxby's.
It is
Oh,
good.
I might go there for
the
lunch.
Zax sauce.
Zax sauce is I want to know what's in it.
Yeah.
It's some sort of secret sauce. It's crack.
Oh, crack cocaine.
What does happen though? Like if you get through, like if everyone on Hendrick had,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
like, but I'm like, do you get a streetcar? Like, could you go out and like go completely old school,
No.
go to the Chevy
No.
lot?
What?
No,
It's
you
not going to make it through the
I
We'll make it
optical
through tech.
scanning station.
worst case scenario. I don't know.
I think you would have to drive overnight. I think you would have to have your auxiliary hauler driver
that is a
drive through the night.
big problem though. Like
Yeah.
you are not gonna all 4 of your cars they're not gonna all wreck and all have to go to backups. That's just unheard of.
You say it.
I mean,
it could
technically,
happen,
that was
Hey.
close to it happening because Byron and then Bowman wrecking too. I just pinned myself.
Start thinking about it next year for Pocono.
Yeah.
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 I don't know how
Oh,
the
yeah.
doubleheader's
We
gonna
still
go.
have to-
I think they're gonna be different cars.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're gonna
Yeah.
have to bring backups for both. I think you'll bring 3 cars,
Yeah, I
like
think
one
it'll be
backup
3,
for
like an
for both of them.
average.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Oh, fun fact. Do you guys know what today it is? What day it is?
Monday
It is Monday.
or it's Wednesday.
Well,
Well, you're listening to this on Wednesday.
it is Wednesday, but
It
it is
is.
Monday when we're recording.
But it's our
but-
Dalmatian episode,
yes,
101 Dalmatian.
it is our 101st episode.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
We made it through 101.
that's nuts. Well, I remember the last podcast we did was obviously 100, and we forgot all about it.
Yeah.
We had no idea.
We did. We just forgot.
We thought 101 was more special though.
It was.
it is.
It is.
Yeah.
It's like one better than 100.
Everybody always
Yeah.
celebrates 100, like TV shows, the 100th
Mhm.
episode. You know what? We're
Gotta
going
get to that
101.
101.
Yeah. There's a lot of good 101s out there.
Yeah, that was a good movie though.
101
Oh,
Dalmatians.
Yeah.
yeah. Did anybody see Lion King?
No, have you
Good.
seen it?
I saw it.
Is it good?
It was good. It was better than I thought because everybody was like, "Oh, it's like soulless." I don't know, like
Mhm.
you just don't connect with it. I thought you connected more than the
Soulless.
2D
Soulless.
animation, because the animals seem more real. But it is identical to the
The
first.
storyline is like
The storyline, like the transition.
Do you get a Mufasa?
Yeah, there wasn't much creative liberty taken. Like even when when he grows up and he's like walking with Timon and Pumbaa like on the thing, and then he like transforms into like a
They did the
adult
exact
lion.
same
They did
thing.
the exact same thing.
I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If it
there were
ain't
only
broke,
a
don't
couple
fix it.
things that
Right.
were different, and they weren't even that different. Scar was awesome though.
Scary.
He was scary.
It's so scary.
The hyena is really scary too.
Really?
More
Hyena?
scary than in the animated.
And the hyenas.
I wonder how long it took them to
The
do that because it looks
hyenas.
crazy real.
It does.
The animation.
For a while, I was like staring, like, but they didn't really use real animals, did they? Because it's
It's like, whoa, how
so
did they
real.
get that lion to talk like that? It's nuts.
How did
Disney.
they get the little
Well-
cub to follow the daddy so
Yeah.
well? No, it's
Magic. CGI.
magic.
How did a warthog, a lion, and a whatever the heck
Not
he is
kill each
Get
other.
along.
get along?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like this podcast. How have we made it this long without, cannibalizing ourselves?
No.
Which, fun fact, I don't know if you know this, but I have on my soundboard, my board of sounds,
Mm.
a clip from our first show.
Is this,
So-
is this kind of like time travel?
It's a little bit of time travel. So let's play it. And, when we're playing it, if you feel the need to interject,
Okay.
talk, and
Do we have
we
to listen
can.
to the
yeah.
whole thing?
Sure.
Well,
How
I mean,
long is it? Is it an hour? Are we gonna listen
it's
to
a
it
whole
for-
hour. We're just basically going to replay the first
Mild
episode,
form
and
of-
we're going to go eat.
Torture.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
We should do that actually.
Ooh.
So the music was the same.
I don't know. This seems like it might be torturous.
We haven't changed the music in
No.
101 episodes.
The music is the best part of the show.
Welcome to our
I don't know why that was so funny.
first
said welcome.
Glass Case of Emotion podcast. I'm Ryan Blaney, sitting here with Kim Kuhn and Charles Bush. Welcome.
This was down in Charlotte.
Welcome. It's going to be. We're going to talk about all things in life, and see if we learn a little bit something about ourselves too while we're here.
I think
at
we
that.
might. Yeah.
Yeah.
A little self-exploration.
Yeah, we might learn things we like, things we don't like.
Yeah.
We're going to find them though.
They'll be there. It'll be there. All the things will be there.
Hey, I do remember the first
gonna
episode,
touch
like
on
the first
everything.
two.
Yeah.
That sounds
Were really
There's-
bad.
Oh
They
yeah,
were.
we cussed a
I mean,
lot.
there are so many
Yeah.
things to touch on in this world.
I love
Talk about
touching on
touching each
things.
other.
Tactile
Yeah,
world.
touching on things.
Kim loves touching. And it was a tactile weekend. If you, I'm
Talk
gonna
with the
say if you will
vocabulary.
again because I just said it, but it was a tactile weekend. There are a lot of big things that happened.
There are. It wasn't just a weekend. It was like 9 days of
This is right
Oh,
around
Lord.
Speed
They
Weeks.
told
At
us,
some
right?
point in the
Yeah.
weekend, I'll drop a couple sausages.
do it.
Is it easier to do in practice? or Sausages, on
you
race
remember
day?
that?
Or
Anytime.
Are you just like too in the zone on race day? We said
No.
drop the word in an
Anytime,
interview.
race day,
Oh,
pre-race, Friday practice. I can work in sausages.
All right.
I never
Yes.
did.
No.
I've never had a
You
sausage.
didn't.
Working that shit
Mm.
in. I think that's a good idea. We
I
should
like
get some
it.
fans involved.
Let's get fans involved.
All right.
Boom. Fans involved.
So we'll have to
here.
wait till Vegas to do
Yeah,
the new
and,
word.
and we get fans.
Hopefully we
if
have
we have
fans.
fans.
We did get fans.
We got fans. You know,
How many
Well,
people
there'll be
listened
a
to this
couple.
first one?
We'll find out.
5. Get Dale Jr.
Oh,
involved.
wow.
I'd say,
right?
including us.
That'd be
three.
great.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
everyone
think
likes
about the
it.
first one.
He's got
It was
He
fans.
does.
only
He
like
has some.
25 minutes
And a
long.
podcast.
He has a
Oh,
podcast.
yeah.
Yeah.
He does.
They were short.
And
Yeah.
Because we
I
edited
feel
a
like it's
lot
fair for
out.
mentioning his podcast
That's
that
true.
he
Just-
mentioned ours.
We're still finding our groove.
Yeah, I just
I mean,
did
we're
drop
giving-
his podcast.
You
in
did.
ours.
We did end up
now
getting
he-
Dale
now
on
he-
the
we
podcast.
did.
I'm gonna text him,
Like,
like, hey,
we were-
I gave you a shout out.
He was like one of the first ones.
Yeah,
Yes,
kudos
I mean,
to
the-
reciprocate.
Didn't he
The
come?
Dale
to one of
bump
the
Yeah.
on
first
Twitter.
Yeah.
Dude,
Synergy.
synergy.
Yeah.
So that's what this podcast will be about. It'll be about synergy.
It's you, big man
Oh,
on campus.
You heard it here
I'll ask
first.
him.
Chuck with all of the words.
Tune in next week.
Tune in next week
For some
on a glass
Lobster.
case of emotion.
predictable unpredictability.
OTPH shit. Hey, Chuck.
Yeah.
Cue that music. Let's get out of this.
Oh, that was like a hybrid. Like that wasn't
Yeah,
a
'cause
like
that
that was a
was-
chopped
That
up
was
clip.
We'll
no,
go with that
that
one.
was
Yeah,
not
thanks for
chopped up.
tuning in
That
for
was the way
myself,
the original
Kim,
one
and
was
Chuck.
because we chopped up
This
the
is Glass
original.
Case of Emotion. Talk to
Oh,
y'all
Yeah.
next week.
but that was the beginning and the
Yeah.
end.
Right, right.
So it was.
It
That's
was-
what I meant.
yeah.
Like it was.
Yeah.
That was not like
That
a.
wasn't the whole
You
episode.
didn't
No, that
just
wasn't-
lift
yeah.
like 2 minutes of
no,
it.
no, I
unedited.
lifted out 3 separate.
So the first couple episodes we were a little bit
On the chip.
greedy with power. They were like, yeah, you can do whatever you want, say whatever you want. And Pesky actually was like, hey, you probably should like tone it down a little bit.
Let's dial that back.
I was
just
like,
a little.
yeah, we were kind of being a little
What?
excessive.
It's like you gotta dial in a race car, right? You're gonna see what it's got.
You got to see what you can get away
Yeah.
with.
It's like
and
a
then,
teenager testing their parents. Like,
Yeah.
Exactly.
how many minutes past curfew can I
Yeah.
get away with?
Like that first episode, I was looking at the raw of it. It was probably a solid, hour-ish of just us doing things, and then
Oh,
we were
okay.
kind of.
Oh,
It was
we
a good
took-
25-minute, 30-minute chunk that we did.
I
and then
remember
it was-
some
yeah.
stuff that was lifted out of that one.
Yeah,
Yeah, we were.
I tried to
Wow.
find. There was a rehearsal episode that we did before
pilot.
that one, the pilot episode. I tried to find that.
Oh yeah. I forgot
Yeah.
about
That one was raunchy too.
I think it might have gotten scrubbed.
Yeah.
What?
Like, I think I may not be searching our system right. It could still be there. I hope it's still there.
I remember we
Um,
laughed a lot.
I know it was good.
we should. I want to hear the first
I
or
think we talked
pilot.
about like farts.
I want to
like,
see how it.
like still do 3 years
Yeah.
later.
Yeah. Well, I want to see how it compares to
Yeah.
like it was raunchy, but then I feel like we've earned a little bit of that.
I think we just cussed a lot more
Yeah.
back in the early
Yeah.
episodes. Now we're at least a little bit more responsible with that.
Yeah. We write it down.
We
when
throw
do
them
it
in there.
Yeah. For
Just
emphasis.
to spice things up every now and then.
Emphasis.
But speaking of
we,
spicing things up, we landed on the moon.
We landed on the moon.
Landed on the moon.
50th
We
anniversary.
did. We did. It was Saturday night.
Yeah.
So while I think Trackside Live was going on at New Hampshire,
Yeah.
and was that dirt track night? Was that when y'all were out at the? Or was that Friday
It
night?
was Friday.
Friday. Those days all kind of
Yeah.
blur together.
So they took off like 12:30 in the afternoon, and I think they said it was like a 6.5 hour trip to get to the moon, or the
That's not
no,
bad.
the
no,
space station.
from the module down to the moon from the yeah
Mm.
like the orbiter like their lunar.
No, I thought it took them 6.5 hours to launch from Earth to get to the ISS.
Oh, to the ISS.
Yeah.
To the, okay. I thought we were talking moon.
Oh no.
No. International.
But then we
Space
landed on
Station.
the moon again. But they sent a rocket up to the ISS that same day.
Did they?
Yeah.
Shit, I didn't know that.
And then maybe they sent another one down to the moon too.
Oh,
Oh,
I don't know.
have to do some research.
I do.
Chuck.
But
Did you
I-
see where they projected the image of Apollo on the what's it called? Why can't I think of the name of that in
The
Washington?
Washington Memorial.
Yes,
Washington Monument.
monument.
Yeah.
Memorial, monument. It's the
Hey,
same.
I got, it took all of us.
It's the
to
Lincoln
remember the name.
Memorial and the Washington
Monument. But they made it look like
the Saturn V
Was
rocket.
landing.
That's
very cool.
yeah.
That's cool.
Been to Huntsville, Alabama, where they've got one of the Saturn V's
We have
laid
fans
down.
there.
We do.
Well, it's
The trash pandas. But they've got like one that's kind of separated into the stages. It's pretty cool to see that stuff, like that technology.
Yeah.
And they apparently put a moon base on the dark side of the moon so we wouldn't see it.
There's nothing there.
You don't think there's anything there?
I think they hid stuff up there.
There's like
What are you gonna hide up there?
I think they
Biggie
hide
and
the
Tupac?
world's
Biggie and
secrets.
Tupac.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where Elvis,
sure.
Biggie, and Tupac are hanging out on the dark side of the moon.
Yeah.
For real.
Definitely.
Yeah.
For sure.
Now, there's one article I read said that the Nazis put a moon base up there in like the 1940s. And I was like, that's not.
On the dark side of the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great album.
Yeah, it is a great album.
Like 25 years before we landed on the moon.
Right. We weren't the first ones. It was them.
That would suck because it'd always be dark.
Yeah.
You'd have to use flashlights like crazy. Can you light fires on the moon?
Well, is it
You can't light fires in space, can you? There's not enough oxygen.
space fires?
They're
Laser
different- maybe a
fires. It's
different
laser
kind of
fires.
fire.
Yeah. I mean, you could build if you have a moon base, you could probably build a fire in the moon base.
I think that's very dangerous.
Or is it too much oxygen and it just creates an explosion? I can't remember. There's a reason you can't just have like a campfire.
We're not astrophysicists.
Watch The Martian. He started a fire
Yeah.
on Mars.
That's a good movie.
It is a great movie.
Would
But,
you eat? Would you eat your own
Poop potatoes?
Poop potatoes.
Poop potato.
Yeah. I mean, if you're on Mars, that's all you got. Yeah, definitely. I mean, couldn't be that bad.
I
you
I mean,
mix
I
it
would
in
if I
with
had
I mean, honestly, you're eating from cow poo
Poop,
anyway.
yeah.
You know, I mean, manure. So it's pretty much the same thing. I'd almost probably eat mine than the
Like cows?
But maybe it's a good flavor. Maybe it's a different little flavor. Potato.
potato.
Maybe that's how red potatoes are made. Yeah, you get the gold potatoes,
Yeah.
red potatoes.
Different kinds of
Manure.
poop, manure.
There's different meaning to hot potato.
Oh,
Stanley
That's
steamer.
I haven't played that game in
We're
forever.
not talking about the carpet cleaner.
Hey yo. You know what the difference between a Cleveland steamer and a Philly steamer is?
uh,
I feel like you've told this joke before.
Cheese whiz.
it's gross, Chuck.
Yeah, I know.
And now you're getting me thinking about food
I know.
Gross.
because I'm hungry.
Do you think
what footage is missing?
it's not really missing footage? So the conspiracy theorists, all the people that say it was Kubrick that filmed the moon landing in a hangar in the desert.
Yeah.
Probably at Area 51. There apparently the sky's too dark in the photo, and there's no stars. And the conspiracy theorists think that means that it was staged in a hangar.
Don't you think they would have taken care of that?
Like added the stars.
Like added the stars?
The explanation from NASA and everyone involved is that the shutter speed is extremely
it's
high, so the light
cameras.
from
Plus, the cameras back then
Yeah.
were not what they are
Yeah.
today.
so
I mean,
it's bunk.
yeah.
We landed on the moon.
yeah, we landed. Parkerus was asking me questions this weekend about it.
About
He
the
asked-
moon landing?
Well, he asked us questions like first of the year, and since it was like the 50th anniversary this weekend, he asked me if my mind has changed on the moon landing. I said, I think we landed on the moon. I don't think we did it when we did it. I think we landed on the moon. And I was like, I don't know. I got some crap for it. I mean, like the moon, there's not a lot up there.
Is the flag still there?
It's just kind of,
Yeah.
it's still there.
Why aren't we sending people back to like put down a new flag or?
Because it's already there.
Yeah. I mean, well, if you believe the moon base thing, maybe we have.
Maybe there's a
and
whole world on the
there's a-
dark side of the moon that we
Yeah.
don't know about.
We're just like, look, we made it to the moon, and we're there. We're
Maybe
good.
Area
We're good.
51 is like a moon launch pad that we don't know about.
That's why you just see rockets going off
Yeah.
Area 51 all the time.
It's like
huh?
JFK
No, they're
for
secret.
aliens.
They're like, the all
Camouflage
of the
UFOs.
UFOs that are the military says that they see.
Mm-hmm. Well, that
They could be moon ships that
there's a whole,
are of new
yeah.
technology that we don't even know
There's
about.
probably a
Did-
lot of technology
Did
that
you
we don't know
see
about.
the dude that started the movement of
The Area 51?
Storm Area
Did you see
51, they
his
can't stop
interview?
us all.
I did not.
That I gotta show it to you guys afterwards. But
Yeah.
the kid is like lives in probably his parents' basement for sure.
Is he young?
Yeah, he's probably my age, and he's got like you ever see that cartoon that Naruto?
Yeah,
He's got one of those headbands on in his, and he's got like a kimono.
because that's what they want. Like that was their like. I mean, it's a joke.
Yeah.
Like the whole
I
let's
don't
storm
know.
Area 50. I mean, maybe. I think people might show up. I mean,
I think people will show up that don't understand it's a joke.
they're up to what is it?
It's
over a
it's
million.
enough of it has enough traction that the
1.9 million are going.
U.S. is taking it seriously
Yeah.
You got to take it serious. I mean,
Well,
you never know
because
what
you got to
can
protect
happen.
those secrets.
There is no secrets in Area 51.
There are. You don't think there's any secrets?
Not
there?
anymore.
Well, not like alien secrets. I'm sure there's like secret technology and like stuff they're working on, but it's just a military base.
It's where we
What's
developed.
any different than than anywhere else?
We just developed a lot of our stealth technology out there, and maybe the aliens back in like 50s, but I think ever since like the 90s when the Area 51 stuff really like got out there,
Yeah.
I don't think there's any more like secret alien stuff there. They've moved it to like Area 61.
Yeah.
now.
I think it'd be funny if all those people showed up and they're like, "Yeah, come in. There's nothing here."
Yeah.
Which movies?
Come into my dojo.
All right, where alien life
Independence
we've
Day.
captured. There's more than one though.
Mars
it comes
Attacks.
back to life. Yeah.
Mars Attacks. That's such a good movie. It's a terrible movie, but it's such a good
so
movie.
great.
Kitschy
but that
movie.
Is it Naruto?
Naruto.
Naruto.
I never watched it, but and he does the Naruto like run.
It's
I'm
like the arms
this
back.
kid, man.
But that's what they said, that like if they run that way, like it'll stop all the bullets, and there's no way they can stop us all. And it's like that's actually probably not an accurate statement, because
Can
I
you
would imagine
though being like a 24-year-old kid and just starting this mass conspiracy.
so ridiculous.
it's got. I mean, like
Does
there's
it have a
there's
website?
Where does
websites.
he
Yeah.
live?
There's
Shirts?
merch that says "I'm going."
That dude's making
Oh yeah.
probably making a good bit of money on that stuff.
Well, and the memes coming out of it have
The
been
memes
great.
have been pretty
Like,
funny.
I clap alien cheeks, like that one. Like
They got headbands and
I
stuff.
saw them aliens. Like there's, yeah,
I mean, so
it's awesome. But
So-
public service announcement: don't go to Area 51. Don't try and storm
military base.
military bases, because they will stop you.
If you
Yes.
do, give
They
us
will.
the exclusive interview.
They might not be around to give an interview afterwards.
Maybe not.
Just saying.
Yeah.
They'll either be locked up in some, CIA dark site somewhere because you tried to storm a military base.
Well, you ain't gonna be around for very long.
There's one of two ways it's gonna go.
Yeah.
And
I like how they put a date too. So the
Yeah.
military's like, all right, well, let's get ready for this day.
What if
And,
there's a secret date that's the throw off date? Like, let's trick them with this date,
What-
but there's a dark web.
what was the
secret
date? Friday, September 20th. When do we go to Vegas?
Oh,
Dude, that's got to be around that time.
I know. Special
is.
podcast episode
It's around
from
that time.
the base of the
Please.
Area 51 stormers, and we can get sound as they prepare for the assault.
That's Richmond weekend.
Oh, it's
Ah,
But
we're
wait.
a week late.
Vegas
Oh.
is
Week
a
before.
week late.
Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe they'll all be like pouring in,
Right.
like when we're in Vegas, like they'll be starting to like filter.
Assemble.
I
Yeah.
really hope you run into people in Vegas when you're there for the race.
Storm of the base. Yeah,
That,
dude. Yeah,
hey,
dude.
Ryan, big
Make it a
fan.
run.
I actually came here to storm Area 51, but I just thought I would catch the
Yeah.
race.
Yeah. Good luck
while
with
I'm
that.
out
Nice to meet you. Week prior.
here before you die.
It'd be funny if they captured a lot of them and they just threw them like in a cell with a bunch of aliens.
There were
aliens like
yeah,
did weird stuff.
did alien
Pro-
stuff.
just did alien stuff. Yeah, that ET finger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
E.T. probe home.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
hilarious.
he had a glowing
It's the
finger.
internet,
It's
man.
weird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't
It's
know.
the internet's weird stuff.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of
Yeah.
weird stuff on the internet, did you see the meth gators?
Yes.
Yeah, but you said it was fake.
Yeah, it's
It-
not fake. It is
Yeah.
fake. The police aren't saying that there are actual meth gators
Yet.
roaming around in Tennessee.
Yet.
But it was a public service announcement that they were making light of the fact if you flush drugs down the toilet or the drain, it could get into the ecosystem and
Mhm.
create, hopped up waterfowl and animals, and you could it could make it as far as some gators.
I think something has probably already happened. Like they've come upon some sort of wildlife that has had
That's
something happen.
crazy.
Yeah.
Otherwise, why? It's like the signage that has the warnings that you're like, why is there a sign for this? Well, because somebody has actually done that
Like,
stupid thing.
The cocaine bear, like there was a guy that like the bear got a hold of the cocaine.
I don't think I know this. Story.
I feel like
Did
we
we?
talked about this
I don't
story
think so.
like a couple of years ago.
Did he go crazy? He
Well,
have all the
but
energy
yes,
in the world.
Like they said, the bear like sprinted, like it died, like it had a massive heart attack and
Just
died.
kept going.
Kept going.
oh no!
gosh.
Well, because like somebody was skydiving with some cocaine, and then like the cocaine
What?
fell out of the sky, and the bear got a hold of the duffel bag with the cocaine
Whoa.
in it and ate all of it, and there was like Yes, it is a thing. It is a whole
Wow.
thing.
Who knew they had polar bears in Tennessee?
Well, no, this was just a bear, just
I
like
can't-
regular.
Well, I know. I was
Yeah.
making a joke because it'd be
oh,
white.
right? Yeah,
Yeah.
see,
Good joke.
Look,
I can't imagine what a
Oh.
meth gator would be like, though. That would be terrifying.
yeah.
Speaking of skydiving, it's
Wow.
not skydiving. I was in Toronto last week, and I did the edge walk. Do you have to go to Toronto for anything?
Mm-mm.
No, ever. You would like it.
Yeah,
I think
I've been to
I think
Toronto
you would be allowed
before.
to do it
Yeah.
because you're not allowed to skydive, are you?
Nope.
I think you'd be able to do this. It
Hmm.
was super cool.
Speaking of bears, too, there was a bear in the campground at New Hampshire. You see that?
No,
Like a baby or a large one.
It was a small,
It was a
fairly.
teenager.
It was a teen. Yeah. You don't want a baby bear because then the mama is
Ah.
close by and she'll kill you. But
Pablo Escobar.
Pablo Escobar.
That's
I
kinda
think it was 1970.
Oh, this is like a while ago.
Yeah, but like it
Wow.
resurfaced recently. It says 175-pound black bear apparently died of an apparent overdose of cocaine after discovering a batch of the drug in Georgia. Cocaine was apparently dropped from a plane piloted by this guy, a convicted drug smuggler, in Knoxville, Tennessee. He was carrying a too heavy load, parachuted. The bear found it on Friday in northern Georgia.
What?
Yeah, among 40 open plastic bag containers with traces.
I wonder
of
if the bear was sniffing it
cocaine.
or if he ate it. Like what happened?
No. 1985. Here sits cocaine bear. In 1985, cocaine bear was
So that's
found.
the actual bear
Yeah.
that's been taxidermied?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Oh.
I want to
That's
say
nuts.
like not Willie Nelson. Waylon Jennings owned the bear. It's a Miami Vice bear. Like at
Oh.
one
No
point,
way,
Waylon
that's
bought the
cool.
bear. Now it's in Kentucky. So yeah,
That's cool.
cocaine bear, Pablo Escobar.
I mean, that's
swear we
hilarious
talked
name.
about that, but yeah.
No, we have not talked about
Yeah.
that.
That was a long time ago, but yeah,
Yeah.
that's fun. I mean, the 80s.
Yeah.
that makes
80s
sense.
were a
I
weird
guess.
time.
We were floating around a lot. I wouldn't know.
Who parachutes with cocaine though?
Well, I mean, if you're
Drug dealer, I'm guessing.
trying to smuggle cocaine,
I
mean,
guess.
how you gonna?
So
you know,
random.
I guess if you're looking at ways of smuggling,
Yeah.
that's a neat way to
Yeah.
smuggle. I mean, you're skydiving and like, I don't know. I've never smuggled
really
anything before, but
inconspicuous. I don't know that people would think like, oh, a skydiver, he must have cocaine or other drugs.
Well, like the guy in Spain that had the cocaine underneath his toupee. Like, not a
Yeah.
good way to smuggle drugs.
The photos of that
the photo
were
of it was
the
so funny, dude.
funniest.
And they took his mug shots with it looked like a big brick.
It was a brick.
Huge.
It was a
And
brick.
they put it on his head and they just put his toupee over it, and like the toupee was sitting up like 6
Like,
inches. It was
nothing
so
to see
funny.
here.
Nothing
There's
to
no,
see.
No
Gosh.
cocaine under this toupee.
How did he think
So
he was
funny.
actually going to get by?
He probably thought it was so dumb that no one would actually believe
No,
it.
or people don't want to offend other people
Yeah.
these
Wait, what's wrong with
days.
your head?
It's
So they don't want to say something like, "Oh, your hair looks weird," or "Oh, is that a toupee?"
Yeah.
half a kilo.
That's a lot of
It's a lo-
lot of
A lot of
cocaine.
booger sugar.
A lot of
Booger
booger
sugar.
Arriving on a flight from Bogota, the man attracted police attention
Colombia.
as he looked nervous and had a disproportionately large hairpiece under his hat. They found a package stuck to his head with about
Holy, $34,000.
$34,000 worth of cocaine.
Wow.
Yeah. There's no limit to the inventiveness of drug traffickers trying to mock control, said the police statement. So,
Go back up to the photo of him. That wasn't the good photo.
no,
It
there's
was one like to the side.
The side photo was so great.
yeah, where he had the toupee still on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like this.
I mean, maybe he was just like, "Hey, I don't want to stick this up my butt, so let's just try and put it on my head under the
It's-
toupee."
I don't know, man.
Like, how do you
Thought
get it?
process
Like, how
was
do you-
interesting on that one.
yeah. And he doesn't even like it. Wouldn't you go with like a longer wig or a longer hairpiece than just a toupee?
And wouldn't you wrap the? We're like talking about smuggling drugs.
Yeah.
Like wrap the cocaine more like flat. Like it's literally like a bulge. It's like a brick.
It's a brick. It's a half a brick of cocaine.
It
At
looks
least
unprocessed
wear like a big
too.
wig or something.
Yeah.
I don't
Anyway.
know. What did you say,
Anyway,
Kim?
because that's not white. What color is that? That's like before it's.
Well, it might be in like a plastic bag
don't
or
know.
something. We don't know what it's.
Kim said it looks unprocessed to me. But what do I know?
Because what is
been
cocaine?
cooking it up.
What is cocaine made of?
Cocaine.
No, for real.
I have
It
no
comes from like
idea.
a cocoa tree or
What?
coca tree
Is
or
it a
something.
leaf? Cocoa leaf?
Coca-Cola.
Really?
They
Had
pour-
it in there.
pour
Yeah.
Coca-Cola
well, I
in
mean, Coca-Cola used to have it in there.
Yeah, it did.
Did they really?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no. Like that was the
Well,
thing. Up
cocaine was-
until like the 70s, it was like not like the government didn't criminalize
People weren't
it really.
consuming it in large quantities either. I don't
Right.
think.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm reading a book called Money Rock right now, which is about Charlotte in the 70s and 80s and some of the cocaine and crack
drug.
stuff that was going on here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very interesting read because it's written by someone who wrote for the Observer,
Yeah.
who was following a case during that time,
Huh.
and it puts like a human spin on why it happened here.
Oh yeah, you're right. The
Interesting.
coca plant.
Yeah.
Okay.
I literally just read that this morning in the
Hmm.
book because they were talking about it. So anyway,
You know what
That's-
else I was talking about?
yawning.
Sorry. Stranger Things season 3.
Yes,
You guys watch it?
I haven't watched it. Have you?
No, I watched season 1 of Stranger Things. I didn't watch the second season, and I kind of got bored.
I'm debating on shutting down my Netflix account.
Get through this season.
Is it
Watch-
good?
I
Watch
watched
Stranger-
1. I loved 1. 2 was forgettable. I don't even remember what happened in season 2.
2, yeah. I mean, the cool part about that was you got Bob, which was
I watched it and
Rudy.
I don't
Rudy, you remember Rudy? Yeah.
Oh, it's all coming
And
back.
the dogs that got
all
Rudy.
coming
Yeah,
back to me now.
yeah.
Okay, maybe
Right,
I'll watch
Celine.
it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
This one's got the Russians.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tell me more.
No, like I haven't finished the season. I'm like halfway through.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of like mustache
Hopper.
Tom Selleck, Magnum PI.
Oh.
What
So
year
Hopper
have we
is
moved
like
into?
big into Magnum PI. Like he's wearing Hawaiian shirts and he's got a mustache.
Like
so
we're
he's
like straight up 80s.
yeah.
Right now.
Oh, it is.
mid-80s?
There is a mall involved in it,
I love them all.
and it is like I feel
Nostalgic?
yes because I remember going to
The mall.
mall,
You used to get.
and-
I used to
yeah.
get dropped off at the mall.
like I remember Eastland
Like,
Mall in Charlotte
no
had a
cell
skating ring
phones.
at the bottom,
Hmm.
and it was that type of like these big balconies, and you can yell down at people. It was
Yeah.
a whole like mall culture thing. Yeah.
Mall culture.
The
Mall
mall
fam.
Mhm.
was the place to be.
And that's sort of the
Okay.
whole
you're,
premise.
You're selling
yeah.
me on it.
There's new characters that are fun. Carrie Elwes is in this season.
Okay.
Robin Hood Men in Tights.
the-
Princess Bride.
Yeah.
As You Wish.
Yes.
Princess Bride.
Okay.
Twister.
Oh,
the bad guy in
Twister.
Twister.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
He
Okay,
plays kind of
all
a bad
right.
guy in this one too.
All right.
It's
You
wrong.
are
This is, that's his
convincing me.
range.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of fun things so far in this season. I don't know how it ends, so I can't tell you it's going to pay off. I have heard people say that this is better than the last season of Game of Thrones. That they're doing better with
I
this.
haven't
So,
ever
yeah.
watched any of the Game of Thrones.
But the character development in this season, I think, is like they could do this without the supernatural stuff
Oh.
and just be about the
okay.
characters. About
That's
the-
cool.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Teen angst.
When is
That's-
Ozark coming back?
Teenage.
I don't know.
That was one of the other shows I watched. I watched Handmaid's
What's
Tale.
his
That has
name?
gotten freaky.
What's it called?
Ozark or Handmaid's Tale?
Handmaid's Tale.
Handmaid's Tale is terrifying.
Scary?
Yeah,
Or
not
just,
like
like,
thriller,
mind-blowing?
like from a this could actually happen standpoint. I don't know if you would like.
Makes my
this one.
mind race.
It's happening. It doesn't say when,
Oh.
but it is happening.
Damn it!
Yeah.
Yes,
Season 3,
I love me some Jason Bateman.
Yeah.
Have you
There's always a bunny in the banana stand.
been paying attention to all the announcements coming out of Comic-Con?
Yeah, all the Marvel Phase 4 stuff came out. And they
Yeah.
have a lot coming out in the next few years.
Was it like 4 films? they
Oh, way more
announced?
than that.
But they
Marvel
announced
Phase
like dates
They
for like
announced
4
dates
of
for
them.
4 of them.
Yeah.
Like the Black Widow movie.
Thor.
Yeah,
Thunder.
the new Thor movie.
The name of it though, it's like Thor: Love and Thunder.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what it's going to be about.
Got Blade coming
Natalie
back.
Portman
Yeah, they
is
got-
Thor.
What?
Natalie Portman is like a female Thor in it.
Oh,
I don't know how that works.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she's gonna have to
I just saw the
hit the
photo.
gym like Brie Larson.
So May of 2020, Black Widow. Fall of 2020, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
November, Eternals.
Yeah.
Then 2021, Shanghai,
Ooh,
Legend of the Ten Rings. That was very small written. Then WandaVision,
okay.
Doctor Strange, and the Multiverse of Madness.
So they said the new Doctor
Ooh.
Strange movie is going to be like a horror movie.
Ooh,
Yes.
Yeah,
okay,
so it's gonna be weird.
interesting. That'll be
Yeah.
weird. Loki.
Uh-huh.
Oh. Okay.
What if? Question mark.
What is
Is that like what if Thanos didn't happen? No.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they're going to do with that one.
And then you got Hawkeye and Thor. Love of
Love and Thunder.
Love and Thunder.
Love and
That's
Thunder.
what I
I
said,
thought
a
it
very
said
weird
love
title.
of Trinidad.
They got
is what I read on there.
Guardians of the Galaxy 3 coming out here. They didn't announce the date.
Yeah.
That's cool that Doctor
And
Strange
then,
is going to be
they
like
got
a horror
They
film.
got Blade too.
Blade. Yeah.
And Fantastic Four.
With
what's his-
Mahershala Ali.
Yes. Mahershala.
Mahershala Ali.
I'm into that.
Yeah, I'm excited about the Doctor Strange one. They said it was going to be weird.
What's Shinkai? Shinkai?
I don't know what that
Legend
one
of
is.
10 Rings.
I don't know.
So it's they found the ring and they found 9 more from Lord of the Rings.
Oh,
and
man.
Then they came up in China. So.
I think it sounds like they're doing it's like deep dive like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Which I wasn't a fan of. I know that's not a popular
You don't like
opinion.
Guardians of the Galaxy?
Mm-mm.
Really?
I fell asleep.
I
in
enjoyed it. I liked it.
So yeah, that'll be fun.
Chris Pratt is also
stuff.
like gone
What?
downhill for me.
No.
I loved him
in Parks and Rec.
No, I liked
What?
him.
Keep wiping and wiping.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
liked him in
somebody
Parks
put a
and
marker
Rec.
up there.
I liked him in Parks and Rec, and then Jurassic World, and a couple other things, and just like for
He's
some
going
reason,
down. I didn't really
he
like the
started to like
Jurassic World
annoy
movies.
me, and annoy me, and annoy me. I don't know why.
Why?
I'm not sure.
Why?
I can't put my finger on it.
Oh, because he eats a lot of meat and he posts about it on Instagram. Is that why?
Does he? I don't follow him on Instagram.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't
he's
know.
gotten a lot of crap, I guess, for he raised a bunch
Really?
of animals and he.
If he raises them,
yeah,
let him eat what he
eats 'em.
raises.
And yeah,
I'm down for that, as opposed to just like going to the grocery
Yeah.
store and buying a bunch of meat. Raises it.
does
Does he slaughter it himself?
You? I don't think
No,
he
that
slaughters
works for
himself.
me.
Yeah,
Actually,
well, you
maybe
can't-
like him
I
a little bit
can't-
more.
You don't
he
like
was
people.
up here, now he's down here, now he's raising his own meat. So yeah, maybe he's.
Do you not like people who go to the grocery store and just buy food?
No, I was kidding.
Buy meat.
Kim is
So-
against people eating.
Kim is she's not even like a vegan. She's
No.
like a anti-eater.
Yeah. She's an
No,
anti-capitalist
I
is
am
what she
for,
is.
I am for people who
How
either
else am I going to get my food?
hunt or raise their own meat. I think that's.
But you can't buy stuff off of people who
You,
I'm saying
you must
like
buy
mass-
off
like-
of someone who has
like
harvested the meat
mass
themselves.
produced,
You don't like
as opposed
mass-produced stuff.
to mass produced. I have a better appreciation for people who harvest their own meat.
Well, yeah, obviously. I mean, yeah, like the almost like sweatshops for animals is not cool.
Yeah,
But
yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
yeah,
Sweatshop for animals.
but I mean, pretty much.
I just
what
have
it
this
is.
mental
people-
image of like animals making things
So
and then
people-
making scarves and stuff.
Sheep, like the wool off their own back.
Yeah.
Like they're
And
making.
then if they don't do well and they don't make it quick enough, then they're sent to the abattoir and
Yeah.
you know.
There's a steam whistle in there
Yeah.
too.
No,
2
that
minute
would-
break.
That wouldn't offend me at all. People are
You and you go down this hall. Don't
People-
mind the rotating blades.
are offended by him doing that. Like he gets
Well, all the all the
like
sensitive
PETA
people out there.
people.
Who apparently can't eat anything.
Well, Harvick apparently went in on PETA in his post race.
What did he say?
He said something about.
A crustacean. Do you put that in the same category as like a cow?
Well, he did in the.
What did
he
he
was,
say?
They asked if he was going to eat the lobster. He's like, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going to eat it.
Yeah,
He's
why
like, we
wouldn't
did
you?
it before. And he's like, and PETA, you know, they came after me then. They'll come after me again.
PETA came after him after eating the lobster.
Crustaceans
Probably.
are like giant
What?
insects.
They are. I mean, well, it's like, have you ever seen the
Giant
crawdad?
crustacean.
Like I don't
come
even
out
put
here.
them. I don't even.
About tree fitting.
I don't even put them in the same category.
I said, "Oh Lord, giant crustacean."
I don't even put them as the same
Oh,
category.
damn it, woman.
Stop. It's the same category as fish.
It's fish. It's not fish. It's crustacean.
He looked
Yeah.
at me square in my eyes and said, "About tree fitter."
Oh.
Okay, I said about tree fitter.
Um.
How would
We're
I don't know?
completely derailed.
How do people? How would PETA come after him for eating a lobster?
It's
It's an
anything that
animal.
really involved with
Animal.
animals.
I'd cook it on the spot.
Yeah,
Bring some boiled water.
you'd need
bring
a
big old pot.
big
It's a
pot
big
for
pot
that
for
thing.
They
Thank-
should start having a tradition where they roast or whatever they do the lobster on site and have a big dinner for the crew, the winning team,
That'd be awesome.
at on site.
Yeah.
You need some more lobsters, but
You need all the
that's
lobster.
a big lobster they got. But yeah,
Lobster.
Do you remember when you used to go to seafood? There's still some, and you got to choose your lobster out of the tank.
They've got it at the Harris Teeter. They still got lobster
like,
tanks.
I think like Red Lobster still does that too.
Do they?
Take
Yeah,
that one.
I haven't been to a Red Lobster.
kill that one.
I cannot.
Let me
in
watch.
years.
So terrible.
Let him watch.
Like, that's bad. You could like
Yeah.
that one.
I guess you can.
So,
you can
are
only
you okay
blame
with that?
yourself.
Like, if you pick out the one that you're gonna,
But they're in a
Okay.
tank. They already captured them.
they can't get away.
They cannot get away, and they even rubber band
Yeah.
their claws shut, which is terrible.
I did notice Keelan in Victory Lane yesterday was not having the.
Didn't he kiss it?
He kissed the claw.
Yeah, but like at first when they brought, he was not having it.
Wow.
I mean, they're
Lobsters
scary.
are terrifying, dude.
Especially one that big.
Yeah.
Giant.
Yeah.
Think if they were like human size.
It looks like an alien. Like it looks like it's going to latch
Maybe
onto
it
your
is.
face and like suck your brains out.
Well, like in the movie, that's
Yeah.
what their underbody and their legs
Yeah.
look like. Yeah.
Ah!
Ugh.
Lobsters are going to
And then they just
Ugh.
get their claws and they just cut your arms off. You know,
Pincer
that would
me.
hurt.
It
I
would.
mean, those big claws that lobster has.
I wonder how
if you
much
put your arm in there-
damage a lobster could actually do if it didn't have any sort of, if you didn't have any defense against a lobster, what kind of damage it could actually do to you. Are there stories of vicious lobsters?
Vicious lobster
I
attacks.
wonder what the like the pressure per square inch or something like that is for a lobster claw.
Oh,
the
kind of like
biggest
they talk
lobster.
about the jaws of like a
Yeah.
gator.
I wonder what it is.
Hmm.
Lobster
when
attack.
lobsters attack.
There's a whole thing.
When lobsters attack.
Can a lobster?
They're not really that fast moving though, are they? I guess in the water maybe they are.
They might have more speed in the water.
Lobsters.
Lobsters.
Crab or a lobster in a fight? What'd you
Oh,
take?
Ooh.
I gotta go lobster.
Crab.
I think crab.
Crab's so much faster moving.
Yeah, but lobsters, they got them big.
I feel like the
Cutters.
crab's pinchers are more pointy too, like
Stabbing action.
stabbing.
Yeah.
I'm reading right now.
It's like fighting, with a samurai sword or like a big battle axe.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't know.
One's you got quickness. and one you
Although,
got
what do
basic.
lobsters eat? Do lobsters eat crabs?
I don't know.
Let's find out what a lobster eats.
So basically, this says that in 2002, a guy was diving near Kennebunkport, Maine. An aggressive shellfish sprung forward without warning and grabbed him around the torso with its powerful pincers. I was minding my own business, swimming around and looking at the sea when I felt a searing pain. I looked around and saw my blood gushing into the ocean as this humongous lobster was hanging on to me. It shook me like a rag doll, and I thought I was going to break in half. All I could think of was the times I've eaten lobster, boiled, broiled, steamed, grilled. I realized it was payback time. The giant lobster was going to eat me.
Oh, our producer just sent us. Cod are the lobster's primary enemy, followed by other fish that cruise the ocean floor for food. Tench, flounder, sculpin, wolffish, ocean pout, monkfish, eels, rock. Crabs are known to eat young lobsters when given the chance, so it actually is flip-flopped.
Ah.
So I think I want to be a crab.
Holy crap.
What?
So this lobster was 30 feet long
What?
and
No
weighed
way.
No.
587
No.
pounds.
No way. I wanna see
Where?
it
Now,
now,
this is also in the Weekly World News.
Yeah, no
so
way.
Not real, probably.
30 feet
But,
long?
Yeah.
There aren't sharks 30 feet long.
Yeah.
There's
It was
no
the
way.
size of a 4-year-old child.
Did you see, though, they
Negative.
caught that
The brain was the size.
on
of a
camera,
4-year-old.
that great white that's 20 feet long. It's like it's like the second largest they have on film. It's where is it right now? I just saw it in the news. Man, the ocean is a terrifying place.
Yeah. Damn, ocean, you're scary.
I'd rather go into outer space than the depths of the ocean.
Damn, ocean.
Ocean tried to kill me once. I ain't going back.
Just the depth of the water, and you don't know what's down there,
Can't
and we haven't
see it.
explored it, and you can't see it, and there are things that eat you.
A lot of cool
Giant
stuff.
creatures from the Paleolithic era trying to get money from you.
I think there's some sort of dinosaurs down there.
Yeah. Yeah, they're
Like
called
the-
whales.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
aquatic
Yeah.
aquatic dinosaurs.
And sharks.
Yeah,
They're all like,
sharks are dinosaurs.
Yeah.
We've talked about
Alligators
this.
are dinosaurs.
yeah, they got dino DNA.
Dino
Dino
DNA.
Hey, scary stuff, man.
Oh, crabs are known to eat small animals, whereas lobsters mainly feed on plants.
See, lobsters are nicer people. Lobsters are
You know who?
carnivorous.
Yeah. You know who aren't nice people? Horses. Horses
Why?
are not nice people.
What? Where's
It's an old
this
like
going?
Ren and Stimpy joke.
Oh.
I've just never been a big fan
Yeah.
of horses.
They need to bring Ren and Stimpy
I
back.
do. Maybe it wasn't Ren and Stimpy. It was some cartoon, TV show cartoon thing.
Hmm.
Anyway, I'm not that smart. Maybe I couldn't pass this IQ test. It's only 3 questions. Did you see that?
No, I
Oh,
just saw
I
it.
just
when
put
you
it on the
pointed
list.
out.
There's an IQ
What were
test.
the 3 questions?
So the 3 questions, and it involves math. So,
Count me out then.
all right, question number 1.
Fun.
A bat and a ball cost $1.10 in total. The bat cost $1 more than the ball. How much does the ball cost?
Huh?
Okay, so a bat and ball cost $1.10 total. The
Oh,
bat cost $1 more than the
105
ball.
and 5 cents.
How much does the ball cost?
$1.05 and then 5 cents.
That could work. Yeah. The
Whatever.
second
They
question.
don't have the answers?
I don't.
Oh.
Yeah, 10 cents. for that 10 cents. The most common answers are incorrect.
Wait, go that again?
All right, let me go to the second question. Second question. If it takes 5 machines 5 minutes to make 5 widgets, how long would it take 100 machines to make 100 widgets?
I have no
Silence.
idea.
And then the third question. In a lake, there is a patch of lily pads. Every day, the patch doubles in size. If it takes 48 days for the patch to cover the entire lake, how long would it take for the patch to cover half of the lake? Word
The
problems.
answer is
fail.
not correct on the first one.
No. Said these are the 3 most common answers people guess.
I was like, that is not correct.
But they're actually incorrect. So the first answer for the first one is 10 cents.
Yeah.
The second answer would be 100 minutes. And then the third answer is 24 days. The correct answers, Kim, 5 cents
I got
was
the
correct.
first one right. I didn't even try the second two.
I wasn't. There's too many words, and I don't know if we've got enough time to sit here and do the figuring and the ciphering.
I hated word problems
Yeah.
Or the answers for
on math.
5 minutes is how long the widgets would take, and then the lily pads, 47 days. So
47
yeah.
days.
a lot of people are not getting this stuff right.
I've never been.
I'm
good
1
with
for 1. I didn't try the other
words.
Yeah,
And
words.
clues.
two.
I'm not good with
Clues.
clues.
I
not good
love
with notes.
clue.
What are you
Clues are
writing on
different
there?
than. Oh, I was just. Don't you ever like?
Does that say Emily?
No, it says only
You
because
have
I
a
saw
secret lover?
only. Sometimes I like to practice my cursive. I think it's going to be a lost art form. So sometimes I'll
Do you
see
ever
words and I'll be like,
practice your signature?
oh, I want to practice that cursive. Only. I saw only there, so I'm practicing only. How often do you
Right,
use
cursive.
cursive?
I have a weird cursive.
Is it like a
I
like you
print,
know how like
but
Spanglish, whatever the Spanglish version of writing
I do that.
regular letters in cursive? That's how mine.
Yeah.
That's how my handwriting is too.
Do you ever practice your signature? Just like write your name over and over?
Sometimes.
I mean, I know you practice just because you have to sign a lot of things.
At what point
Like-
did you decide what your
like that's
signature is
how,
going to be?
like, you
yeah,
connect
you
a
connect
lot of
some.
them.
That's what I do
Yeah.
too. It's like I wish. Is there a name for that? When you are, it's like half
Broken.
print, half.
Not quite
half,
classy enough for
Yeah.
cursive, but
cursive.
not so white
They-
trash enough for
Do they?
chicken scratch.
Do they still teach cursive in school?
I mean, I know
Sure.
we got taught it, right?
I
I'm
don't
sure
know
they
that-
still teach it
I
in
don't-
younger.
I
Like
don't
when
know
you're
that they still
starting.
teach it.
I don't
We don't
know.
write that often anymore.
No.
Like when I find myself writing for long periods, like I'm so out of practice, my like hand will start hurting.
I write notes in a notepad after races. I don't type. I feel like I can think more if I'm
Yeah.
writing it.
Yeah.
You know?
I've written scripts before where I'll write them out, like,
And then-
or the thing that I've started doing more is just like dictating it to my phone, and then
Yeah.
then go back and correct it
Hmm.
because I don't want to write or type. I hate typing.
I'm terrible at typing.
Oh, I love typing. And when I was in college, though, needed to memorize stuff. If I wrote it out, it helped me
Yeah.
memorize it.
Got to lock it in.
Look it up.
You like a 60
Look
words
at
a
it.
minute.
I don't know. We used to have this typing game. I feel like it was Mario. I don't remember. In grade school to help
Mhm.
us learn how to type. It was so much fun.
The quick brown fox jumps
I
over
love
the lazy
typing.
dog. That
I
was
was
one of
like-
the.
Are you a pointer
Quick.
typer?
Yeah.
You are.
I'll sometimes throw a middle finger in there if they're like, hey, man. But people who just like can do this, I'm like,
Yeah, you're not supposed to look.
I have no
I'm
idea.
pretty good.
I
could
used to
maybe
be able to do that. Like we
Yeah,
had a
what's-
typing class. Yeah.
What's the name of
Oh.
a stenographer that
Yeah.
sits in the
Court
courthouse?
stenographer.
I could probably
The
be
pocket
that.
stenographer.
I don't know if I'm fast enough, but I think I could.
That's not
Complete.
actually a keyboard.
I know it's
It's
a different.
shorthand.
It's like a shorthand, which
like,
is
They're typing
impossible.
phrases and then they have to
Translate
translate it later.
Hmm.
Like it's basically like gibberish to
Right.
somebody who doesn't really.
But
I
they
would
use
imagine.
shorthand in offices too, like back in the day,
Mm-hmm.
like the good generation. I don't know.
The greatest
mid-century.
generation.
The greatest generation.
Here's the thing: every generation
Is
since
it?
the beginning of time has said that the
Which-
generation after them, or the younger generation, is completely worthless and lazy compared to them.
Would you say this generation is great? Bless you.
Don't know yet.
Bless you.
Bless you.
We're gonna think it's great in
Always two.
what 40 years?
You
Yeah,
talk.
like-
Give me two.
Like it could be fine. Like screw that shit. Like people saying that, oh, these younger people are lazy. Now, yes, they are lazy and like they
Yeah.
think they're entitled to everything, and I don't know why, but people have been saying that about every generation since the beginning of time.
Oh.
Easy.
I mean, I'm
Because
not
we
gonna-
are
I'm not
collectively
gonna-
getting more lazy and more lazy
I was
until
about to say, I'm not going to lie. I mean, our grandparents, they were a lot more harder working than we are.
yeah.
I mean, honestly, just because you didn't have some of the luxuries you have today back, as you know, that you did back then.
Manual labor wise.
Yeah, manual labor, yeah.
Taxing, things like that.
Yeah, I mean, just overall, I mean, they were building like
I wish I had
skyscrapers
sometimes
by
a
hand and
manual
shit,
labor
like-
job.
But, you know, at the same time, like some kid in this generation is probably going to develop like some technology.
well, it's a
that-
different kind of
Right.
You
Right.
know,
Totally different.
you know, you're developing technologies and things like that, which is
Yeah.
a lot of work and a lot of brain power, but you know, it's different than like, you know,
Like somebody's going to
working in a factory for 12 hours a day instead of these robots doing it now.
Right.
You know, it's just different.
I will say goods and structures, I think, were made a lot better back then.
Yeah. I mean,
Just
cars,
the integrity of
Mhm.
them. Shit falls apart so easily now.
built to last.
Yeah.
Built
For the
to
most part.
last.
built with real
Like
steel.
all like appliances, especially appliances now have a lifetime of like 5 to 7 years,
Yeah.
whereas they used to last like 20.
Yeah. There was no
Yeah.
IKEA back then.
Mhm.
Houses didn't have them composite board doors. They used to be solid wood,
Solid.
oak doors.
So no one could break
Yep.
in. There was no
Yeah.
security systems back
Mm-mm.
then.
You left everything unlocked.
Didn't have anyone.
I
I
trust.
left my car unlocked this weekend at the airport.
Did it get
How'd that
broken
go?
into?
Yeah, I know it was fine.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Better people in the world than you think.
I know. You know, everybody always says crime and all that. It's bad. I think it's just the news. I think everybody's still
What-
good at heart.
What bleeds leads.
It does. It does.
Does. You know what rhymes with leads is leaves.
I was thinking the same thing. I was
Brian's like, get me the F
I'm
out of
ready
here.
to leave now. I'm hungry.
I'm hungry.
right.
I want to leave.
I got
Brian
a
hasn't eaten.
I got a meeting I got to get
Yeah.
to.
Oh, okay. Hey.
So,
I ate at like 6 this morning, so I'm in relatively the same boat.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
It was one of those things.
my dog's eating more than I have today. So
Well, that will happen. Old Sturgill
yeah.
eating some stuff.
He was at New Hampshire and it was hot. I felt bad for him.
Yeah.
Note to dog owners: so hot, be mindful of your dog. Don't walk them on blacktop. It's
Don't
bad for
walk-
their paws.
yeah. Don't
leave them
in
outside
a
for a long
car.
time. Yeah, don't leave them in a car.
Yeah.
Usually, when it's this hot, no, you want to take your dog out. It's good too. Leave him at home in the AC,
Give them water.
or at least bring a little
Lots of
thing
water.
water with you.
Lots of
Yeah,
water.
the
bring 'em
concrete,
outside.
a lot of people don't know that their
Asphalt
little
concrete.
their paw pads get burned.
Get burned. Don't do that. Walk them in the grass.
Spay and neuter your pets.
Booties.
Get little booties. I know they might hate it, but booty saves.
Sturgill, we miss you.
Booty saves.
Booty saves.
Booty
That is-
saves.
That is.
I was actually
Yeah.
not even trying to make a joke out of it.
Yeah, but you know what? It does.
It happened.
Booty
Sometimes
saves.
it just happens. Just gotta go with it.
Bootylicious.
Long live the booty.
Yeah. Rate and review on iTunes. Go to Facebook. Subscribe.
My peach kind of looks like a booty.
Take a bite.
Yep.
That
Peach.
kind of booty.
But no, seriously, iTunes, rate and review. Those do help.
Yeah.
It promotes us, gets us out there, so more people can be glassholes like you.
Yep.
Thanks for all the fans who missed us last week.
Yeah, thank you. Some people were mad.
They were.
Uh,
One guy said though, like he listens to us during his overnight shift, and it like gets him through his overnight shift.
well, hopefully, well, this one's for you, sir. Overnight Poconos this weekend too.